A few months ago now, when I went down to Copart to pick up my new Porsche Cayman GT4, I came across this Focus RS, which took me way back 12 years ago to the day that I had my old Focus RS. Now, this car brought back a load of memories, a load of nostalgia, and yeah, just seeing one again for the first time in many years, it was just so good, and it made me really want one. So this is the car that I used to have 12 years ago. I picked it up from a Ford dealer, pretty much 2 months old, done 2,000 miles, and I loved that car. 19 years old, I had that. I spent all my money on it, and yeah, they are just a cool, iconic car. Now, I filmed this blue one, I had a white one, so I think I need a green one. Before we can start looking around the car to see exactly what I bought and I can reveal it all to you, I need to repair it straight away with this wishbone here, because it is stuck on my transporter with a damaged wishbone and I can't roll it off until I get it replaced. And with the Porsche stuck on the ramp, I can't use the ramp trick and reverse the transporter onto that. So yeah, let's get repairing straight away. So yeah, first look, not a great one, but we'll have a proper look at it in a minute. But first of all, yeah, we can see where the offside front wheel's gone back into the chassis a little bit, and we can see the damage there. So this new wishbone shall be fixing that. But I need to get my trolley jack, which is this jacket up here, and I'm hoping it's going to be nice and straightforward. I might have to remove, what's this, the AC dry, and bend a few things back. But yeah, let's crack on. I'll put the battery on charge. I don't even know if it starts as well, actually, because it's completely dead. So I'll put the battery on charge. So by the time we fitted that, battery should have some nice bit of juice in it, and we can go for a start as well as get her off. So there we go, finally got the old one off, and it's not actually that bent, but it was just bent enough that it would just make it difficult trying to roll it off. Now I've removed some of the ancillaries, air dryer, a few bits of the headlight, and there's a metal bracket there that's just fallen off as well. Sharp bits for the aircon, and I've just pulled, which I'm guessing is the power steering. It looks quite important, power steering pump and reservoir. I'm trying to pull it that way a little bit, just so we can get our wheel on. I don't know if that's gonna be enough room, so I'm gonna have to try and pull it a little bit further. But yeah, I mean, we can see we've got upgraded brakes straight away, look. So this must be running more than stock power. I don't know yet, so I'm not gonna look too far into it. We have a bent steering arm as well, but it's quite bent, but it might just be okay just to be able to roll it off. And another good thing I always look out for, you can tell how well a car's been looked after by the tyres that it has on it, and this has got PS4Ss all round. So yeah, very good tyre, pretty much the best tyre you can buy. So I'm confident this car has been well looked after. So let's get back into it now and fit our new wishbone. Right, so there we go, that is looking a lot better, not tucked in there, normal position. I've also removed the wheel arch liner as well, because that was all jammed in there too. I've pulled out, well, I've tried to move as much of this as I can. It's going to be okay here for just going off backwards. Turning inwards, oh, I don't know, it might be a bit of a tight one. But let's just get it off and then we'll go from there. As I say, it's been on charge for probably 40 minutes the whole time I've been doing this, so let's jump in and see if she starts. What the hell is that? What the hell is that noise? What is that noise? I don't know. Right, let's see if it starts. Oh yes! She starts. Very annoying, but she's on. You know what, I don't know if this is a stock system or not. It's not very loud. I don't remember them being that big tailpipes, but with mine I can't remember. Let me know, is that stock? I don't think it is, but it sounds pretty quiet. Give it a few little revs. Yeah, it sounds pretty stock to me. Not 100%. So the reason I replaced the wishbone on the Transporter is because the wheel was buried in the wheel arch, so I needed to get it free from that so the wheel spun so I could roll it off the Transporter and not damage anything. Well, anything other than the bumper. Right, so now we've managed to get the car off, let's have a proper look around and find out exactly what I bought. Now, it's actually a few weeks after you've just watched that last clip. I did need my Transporter, so I had to film that bit so I could get it off and continue with my day job. But now it's about time I reveal the car, so we'll go around it properly and have a look at it. Now it's really windy here at the moment, and the reason I've got my hood up is because I'm trialing a new wireless microphone which I've tucked just inside my hood here. I'm trying to shield it as much as possible from the wind. So yeah, if the sound sounds a bit different, I'll try and make it as good as possible, but it's because I'm using a new microphone. I've got a kind of a massive problem straight away with this car. I kind of bought it just assuming that it wouldn't cost an arm and a leg to repair. It's at the end of the day, it is just a Focus. There's nothing really special about it apart from the front bumper and the wing. But like the RS3 that I did a few years ago, which had a carbon fiber front wing which cost 400 quid, this one isn't carbon fiber. It's the same as a normal wing, it's just a slightly different design. So silly me, I assumed it wouldn't be too dissimilar price, maybe a little bit more, but nothing major. Now, when I was searching for parts online one day, I've got my first taste of how expensive this is going to be to repair when I saw a damaged wing go for about £400. Damaged wing go for 400 quid. That kind of alerted me to the fact that this isn't going to be a cheap repair. But we'll come back to that in a moment. Let's just go around the rest of the car, because the reason I bought it is because it looked like it had been reasonably well looked after, and that has been confirmed because it is actually a really clean car. Now, someone might know someone, or the previous owner of this car might watch the channel, I don't know, but yeah, let them know, because it's a really nice car. We've got loads of upgraded little bits here, like carbon kick plates, we've got carbon Recaro badging on the seats. The interior is really clean. I mean, just look how clean those interior seats are, and the rear bench as well. Yeah, it's just a really clean interior. There's no damage here apart from the airbag gone off on the dash and the steering wheel, and the windscreen is smashed, but that is pretty much it. I did already mention the tyres are all PS4S's, really good condition. We have upgraded brakes as well, which are I can't remember what they're called now, but they're 4-piston ones with upgraded discs. Got the same on the rear as well. I believe they're standard calipers, but maybe uprated discs. Now, my RS I owned when I was 19. It was 12 years ago. I didn't have it that long. I had about 7 or 8 months because I was spending about 85% of my income on that car. So I was new to cars back then, so I didn't really do any modifications to it at all. So I don't know anything about the stages of tune on the RS. So forgive me if I say something that's completely stupid, like, is that exhaust stock? I can't remember what my one was like, so I don't know if it's stock or not. But looking around the rest of the car, there doesn't seem to be any other damage. So like that blue one I showed you pictures of at the beginning of this video, that was damaged quite, oh well, most of the way around it had a bit of damage on it. This one seems pretty good. So the near side, whole near side looks good. The rear end all looks good. In fact, even down the near side, all looks good as well. So the damage is pretty much localized to a dent in the door here. a little bit of a scuff. So luckily, even the bonnet's not too badly damaged. It just needs a bit of a smart repair here. So I'm hoping the damage is fairly localized to this corner here. Looking at it from here, I can't see any major chassis damage. It looks like it's just missed that down there, look. So it's possibly a good sign. Now, looking at other modifications it potentially has, I don't know if this intake manifold here is standard or not. It did have it on that blue one as well, so I'm unsure. We do look like we've got some uprated boost hoses, and I can see an AirTech intercooler down there as well. Exhaust, unsure, but I'm sure you guys are going to let me know in the comments what stage of tune do you think this car is at. I have no clue. So as a first impression, I'm really happy with this car, really like the colour. As I said, I had the white one before, I did the video on the blue one, but the green just stands out so much more, and yeah, it's a must. So let's now pop into the workshop where it's not as windy, and I'm going to explain why this is not going to be a cheap repair. Might as well leave my wireless mic on now I've got it. But yeah, prices of the parts. They are ridiculous. I just never expected them to be as much as they were. I suppose it's my fault for just assuming, because it's just a normal wing, just slightly extended arches, it wouldn't be too dissimilar to a ST wing, for example. Oh, but I was wrong. I phoned up Ford to get a price on that wing, and it was £1,800 in primer for that wing. So for a wing painted, you're looking at over £2,000. Now, is that the reason why RSs command such a premium, because the parts are so much? Or is that Ford just literally extorting people? Because yeah, that's just daylight robbery. The bonnet, I don't think you can even buy. So that luckily isn't going to be an issue. I did manage to find a front bumper, which I have bought, and it's in the correct color. So we have an RS bumper in the right color in this box, which is in good condition. And I paid, I think it was £1,000 delivered for that. It was a little bit more expensive than another one that was for sale, but the other one was in white. So this being in green obviously saves me £200-300 quid painting it, so it was worth the extra money. So yeah, that was £1,000. Now the parts extortion carries on not just for the wing, but the wheel arch liner as well. I was speaking to the guy on the phone, and he said for a normal ST, it was like £70 for a wheel arch liner, but for the RS, it was £500. So I don't know if Ford had completely just taken the mick or what, but yeah, they are the prices. So I need to try and find a second-hand, if possible, wheel arch liner, but I may not be able to. Now, I did mention earlier that the price, I found a wing that went for like 400 quid damaged online. As I've been looking for parts over the last few weeks, that same wing popped back up. And I was obviously, at that point, I realized how much a new one was. So I was straight online. Absolute touch, the guy lived 15 minutes away from me. Could have been anywhere in the country, and he was 15 minutes away. So I was straight online. Please, can I come and buy this now? How much do you want for it? 350 quid, I think it was, which included the little vent bit as well. I was like, yep, I'll come and get it now. So I have a damaged wing. I don't have it with me. I think I've left it at home, but you'll see that in the next video. It is just a slightly damaged wing, which can be repaired. So luckily, we sorted that one out pretty cheap. Well, cheaper than a new one anyway. And also that wishbone that you saw was specific to the RS as well, but I managed to pick that up for £100. So I guess my total spend so far, 1,450 quid, and all I've done is reverse it off the truck. It's going to be a bad one. So that is my new lovely bright green Ford Focus RS, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of the video in the comments. What do you think of the car as well? And let me know what state of tune you think this is in. I can't get it into the workshop in today's video because I got the R8 in there. So if you haven't seen the R8 videos, go click in the top right hand corner. But once that's out of the way, in the next video, we're going to get this on the ramp. We're going to go over everything that's wrong with it, everything that's potentially wrong with it. We'll strip off this whole front end and get a full price breakdown of all the parts that I need to repair it. There's also little things like this dash is not a normal Focus dash because you've got the boost gauges there, but I'm pretty sure that you can either cut them out of a normal dash or a Focus ST dash may fit. I need to look into that, but that is all part of the next video, guys. So if you haven't subscribed already, guys, please do hit that subscribe button. All the help I'm going to need is greatly appreciated. And now in the next video, as I said, I'm going to get in the workshop and go over everything in more detail. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Also follow me on Instagram at saving_salvage, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.